Hello, my name is Gosha Gibek. I'm an artist who specializes in drawing people in action, especially sports art. I draw cyclists, runners, rugby players, ballerinas, rock climbers. All sorts of sport is welcome in my art. In this workshop, I'm going to show you how to draw people in action. At the end of this workshop, you will be able to use just a simple line to construct the human body. You will also learn the human proportion and sense the range of motion. And in the end, you will be able to design your own poses. First, I'm going to show you how to draw an oval for the head. I always start with drawing head first because that establishes the proportion for the rest of the body. I have prepared an egg to help you with this exercise. Our head looks a little bit similar to the shape of an egg. It's a little bit wider at the top and a little bit pointy at the bottom. This prompt will also help you to think about our head not just as an oval but as a sphere. And looking at the egg, we can also pay particular attention to the way it tips down and up, left and right. I have drawn a vertical center line around this egg. This is going to represent the line of the nose. I have also drawn a line around the middle of the egg. That line represents the line of our eyes. The bottom of the nose is in between the line of the eyes. Here is the top of the nose, and here, somewhere in between the line of the eyes and the chin, is the nose, and I can represent it as a squash letter V. So it's somewhere there in the middle. Now the mouth will be in between the line of the nose and the chin, and I will represent it as like a squash letter M, or maybe better squash letter U, or you can combine them together. That looks more like a smile. Now it will be easy for us to see how all the particular lines on the head, such as line of the eyes, the nose, and the mouth, how all those particular lines change their position and move. So we can now start drawing the oval. The line of our eyes, and the nose, and the mouth. And then let's see how would it look this way. So this looks more like a circle, but then again, vertical line there, the nose, the mouth. Let's draw it looking up. So again, it's an oval. There we've got the line of nose, the line of the eyes, the nose, the mouth. Let's do it straight on. That's the most easy. Again, the line of the eyes is in the middle of this oval, the nose in between the line of the eyes and the chin, the mouth in between the nose and the chin. Next thing to do is to add the line of the neck. As our neck twists and bends, it's never straight, so we need to give it a little curvature. It'll start at the bottom of the oval, opposite the face. Next, we're drawing the line of the torso that starts at the bottom of the neck and goes all the way down to the pubic area. That line is about 4 heads long. 1, 2, 3, 4, depending how this person stands. Let's just draw a line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We draw the line of the hip. That line is perpendicular to the line of the torso. It starts at the bottom of the torso. When the body is facing forward, then that line is a little bit wider than the head. However, when the body turns, that line foreshortens and it could be as narrow as a single point. Now let's add some legs. The legs will be as long as the head, the neck, and the torso combine with the bend in the middle for the knee. I am doing it only in a single line, like there is the middle, and there is the middle. At the end of the legs, we can add single line, which is perpendicular to the line of the leg. That line will show the direction of the feet and anchor the body on the ground. I also represent the knee by little circles. Now the shoulders. The shoulders are moving independently to one another, and they will be represented by a curved line. Again, that line is perpendicular to the line of the torso. You can draw circles at the end of the shoulders. The hands, similar to legs, going from the end of the line of the shoulder, and they are a little bit shorter than the legs, just a little bit. Hand, again, can be represented by a single line. The body is about 7.5 heads long. The line of hips starts above the fourth line and finishes at about the length of 4 heads. So that will be the beginning of the hips, and the end of the hips will be 4 heads long. A little neck here, and shoulders a little bit wider than the head, finished with circles. That represents the collarbones. The length of the hands is a little bit less than 4 heads long. The legs, again, 4 heads long. That includes the feet. In the middle of the hands and legs, place the circles for knees and elbows. If you struggle to find out when the body foreshortens, when the limbs move away, all you need to do, use the measure of half of the hand to find out where it should end. You can draw a semicircle to indicate that movement. Then you can find out where that length will follow on this circle. Okay, so we've got a very simple body shape and it looks like a stickman. Let's add some volume to these lines. We need to think about simple shapes. So for the torso, I'm going to draw a triangle, 2 triangles actually, combined together, one on the top of another. And the hands will be a little bit round, so we can make them a little tubes, slim tubes. To add volume, draw 2 oval shapes to represent the upper and lower parts of the torso. There are 2 circles at the bottom part where the legs are attached to the body. Put 2 small circles at the top to indicate the shoulder joints. The hands and the legs are like long and narrow cylinders. They warp around those directional lines of legs and hands. Notice that both parts of the body move independently. The upper part can twist side to side, it can lean one way, and the hips can point in the other direction. When a character is sitting, the bottom part is tilting. On the paper, the things like motion does not exist. So we need to give an illusion of motion in your drawing. You can express the feeling of a pose and the different forms in motion by gesture drawing. You've got to feel it. To get people in action and design a pose, think about the entire body rather than collection of the torso, arms, legs and head. Think about what the entire body is doing. Imagine how the whole body gets into action. Get a sense of the motion. Think about the action as a single line. Now think how it flows. Where would it start? Where would it finish? What angle would this line take? What shape would this line take? Where is the character's weight? At which point of this line would the body balance this weight? Think about the muscular attention. Use long, flowy lines, just the gesture of the pose. You can then draw supporting lines to emphasize the feeling of that motion. As the person runs, jumps, twists, bends, stretches, it is all about showing the feeling of a character, their attitude. I have shown you how to construct the body and the body proportion. We drew a person looking like a stickman, depicting the body part in a rigid, straight line. The more you draw, this stuff would come to you as a second nature, so you can then just focus on the action. And the best way to learn is by studying from life. But you can also find a bunch of reference photo with different body actions, just like this one. I recommend this fantastic tool. You can arrange this wooden figure in any pose you wish. Sitting, standing, running. Its body has been simplified to a very basic forms. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you. I'm running away.